Stupid fucking Fios internet. Oh, hi. We're back. Yeah. All right. Fios internet is awesome and we love it.
We
Anyway,
did it.
yeah. When we last left you, before my internet took a dump, Sherman had won the week, and we were about to talk about Costas, who on the bench went over 5 with a walk that would have won the category, or would have tied the category. 3 strikeouts and an error. He used all 4 of his ads this week. Keegan Aiken, who was not good. Gavin Lux, 2 for 3 with a run, an RBI, and a walk. And Miguel Amaya, 1 for 4 with a run, 2 RBIs, and a walk. And then brought back Keegan Aiken for a clean relief appearance. Okay.
Yeah. So he had him twice. One was bad, one was good. I guess it averages out, right?
Sure. The MVP this week, of course, goes to Shohei Ohtani, who has just been carrying this team. 346 with a 400 on base, 6 runs, 4 homers, 9 RBIs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. The least valuable hitter goes to Carson Kelly, 167 with a 286, 3 runs, a double, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. The Cy Young this week goes to Will Vest, who's apparently closing in Detroit now. 4 relief appearances, 4 2/3 with a win, a save, 6 strikeouts, nothing earned, and a 107 on the whip. This guy's been pretty damn good this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got 5 saves. He's got a 1.66 ERA and 3 wins. Like, yeah, good job having this guy.
Yeah, he has been very, very important to the Tigers' success this season.
And I feel like I feel like maybe that was Costas' strategy because didn't he also draft Jason Foley and who was the other guy?
Bo
Uh,
Brisky.
yeah, so like he seemed like he was in on the Tigers like kind of closing options.
Yeah, he was definitely targeting Tigers relievers this year as they didn't really have a set closer.
Right.
So he found the guy, that's for damn sure.
Yep.
The Cy Young goes to Clayton Kershaw, 4 innings, a homer, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, an 11.25 and a 2.
He looked rusty in his return, and it's funny. I watched a bit of that game, and the first at bat, he struck the guy out, and they had his family in the crowd, and his wife was going crazy, and then it just was just dog shit after that.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah.
Gross. Well, Costas again has faded over the last couple of weeks, but certainly has the opportunity to get himself right. There's plenty of time left. He's certainly going to be battling for a playoff spot this year.
Yeah, and we talked about the combination of Shohei and Teoscar. Well, last 2 weeks, Teoscar has been on the injured list, so maybe that coincides. Teoscar is back. We'll see if maybe this is a week that he can pick it back up.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll have to wait and see. But I certainly hope good things happen for him because honestly, I'd like to see Costas make the playoffs again this year. That'd be nice.
I would too. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the blowout of the week, my friend. It is a 16-3 thumping by Jimmy Dunlap. You want to talk about getting right in a hurry. This guy dug himself out of the bottom of the standings and got himself right into the mix.
These guys literally switch spots in the standings from 1 week to the other. Pretty impressive.
Pretty damn impressive win. On Sunday, Jimmy flipped strikeouts by a pitcher, and then stat corrections gave Bobby an error to tie that category. So congratulations.
So this is not just
Bobby.
me.
Yeah. Congratulations, Bobby. The bullshit fairy came to your house on Monday.
Yeah, I know how it smells.
Yeah. Close categories this week. Jimmy wins by 3 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, 5 strikeouts, and a walk by a pitcher. Bobby wins by 3 triples, a save, and 4 relief appearances. They tied in home runs and errors. For Jimmy on his bench this week, he goes 5 for 25. That's a nice even 200 with 3 runs, a double, a home run that would have won the category. 2 RBIs, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts that would have lost him that category. He used all 10 ads this week. Daniel Palencia for a clean relief appearance. Brendan Little, Mason Montgomery for a 1-out save. Luis Urias, Tyler Fitzgerald on his IL. Chris Paddock, 7-inning win with no earned runs against Baltimore. Trevor Larnach, 0 for 4. Brandon Lau, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Wilmer Flores, 0 for 2 with an RBI and 3 walks. And Cal Quantrill, 5 innings, a win, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, a 180 and an 080 against Tampa. Talk about the kid who was picked second to last on Sunday.
Yeah, like this is the guy. I forgot he was still playing baseball. To be honest, like I
Yeah,
forgot that he was still a guy.
yeah,
And
he's on
and
Miami now. He goes from Cleveland to Colorado to Miami over the last couple of years.
yeah, it's like I mean, what's next? Next is like the Long Island Ducks, right?
It is. It is. That
Um,
is the next stop.
and the Wilmer Flores ad was the day after he went off with that 3 home run, 8 RBI game,
Hmm.
and you kind of knew that there was gonna be a bit of a regression there, and there was.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, but he's having an unbelievable season.
Oh, absolutely. I just kind of wonder like when is it going to slow down? I mean, he's only hitting 258, but 42 RBIs
Yeah,
in 46 games.
yeah, he's absolutely tearing the cover off the ball, and I hope he keeps up. I wish nothing but good things from Wilmer.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Me too.
The Cy Young his MVP this week goes to Dansby Swanson. 333 with a 423 on base, 5 runs, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, 3 steals, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and an error. With a shout out to Riley Green, who hit 385 with 2 homers and 8 RBIs, but struck out 7 times. So take the good with the
Yeah,
bad.
7 strikeouts or an error for Swanson. Swanson had 3 steals, so yeah, both of them had really good weeks.
Yeah. The least valuable hitter is your friend Ryan McMahon, 182 with a 308 on base, 2 runs, a double, 4 walks, 10 strikeouts, and an error. Yuck.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah, that's more like Ryan McMahon. That's the Ryan McMahon we know and love.
Yes, yes, that's a right man we avoid.
And you know what? Not for nothing, Brian Reynolds' struggles have continued. 083 with a 154 this week. On the season, he's hitting 207.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, no,
dude.
203. Even worse.
Yeah, the dude is hitting the skids. I know when the Mets were playing him, he was at like an 0 for 22 skid or something like that. Like, yeah, he's been really bad.
Absolutely. Yeah. Almost unplayable.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
The Cy Young goes to Paul Skeens, who took the loss, but did pitch very well. 14 innings, 15 strikeouts, a 129 and an 093. He did give up 4 walks. The Cy Young goes to Tanner Houck, because of course it did. Who else would it go to? That guy has been dog shit. 2 1/3, a loss, 2 bombs, 3 walks. I'm not making this up. It is a 42.43 ERA and a 5.14 whip. How many runs did this dude give up?
Uh, Gosh,
10? 12?
10. Was it 10? 11. 11 earned
11.
runs. 11 earned runs in 2 1/3 innings
Ew. It's terrible.
with 3 walks and no strikeouts.
Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. And now he's on the IL and off the team and probably not going to be rostered again this season.
Not until he starts showing something better than that. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He's been
Yeah.
awful. He's been
Yeah.
awful. For Bobby on his bench this week, he goes 8 for 21. That is a 381 batting average with 3 runs, a home run that would have won the category, 4 RBIs that would have flipped the category, and 5 strikeouts. The home run came on the 15th. I guess that's Thursday.
Yeah.
And Brandon Lau was still on the IL.
No, Josh Lowe.
Oh, Josh Lowe.
Yeah. He was activated that day. But Bobby did not activate him, and he had home run in his return from the IL.
Oof, rough.
Yeah, and
Rough.
it's Thursday. There's lots of places to put him, but
Yeah. Remember, kids, activate your players off the IL
yes, sir.
and the NA spot. We've seen that before too this
Mhm.
season. 8 ads this week from Bobby. He added Brooks Lee 0 for 4, Luis Severino 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, nothing earned against the Giants, Tobias Myers, who was terrible against the Twins, and Landon Rauch 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, nothing earned against the Athletics on the other side of the Severino start.
Yep.
He then added Daniel Palencia, did not play. Taylor Rogers, a clean relief appearance. Caleb Thielbar did not play, and Jose Buto did not get in until tonight.
Yeah, he wanted to keep those relief appearances, I guess, because he had the lead in it. I guess the idea was to keep the lead, and he did.
or help set up for Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah. Kyle Tucker is the MVP this week, 227 batting average with a 346 on base percentage. 3 runs, a double, 2 triples, an RBI, 2 steals, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. This guy's been unreal this year.
Yeah. He's been on fire. 264, 35 runs, 10 homers, 33 RBIs, 12 steals. Uh I mean, you're looking at MVP quality right there.
Yeah, Cubs better lock him up.
Yeah. This kid is he's gonna get paid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. O'Neill Cruz is the least valuable hitter. He did not record a hit and struck out 7 times.
Yeah, he was hurt all week. He only played 2 games, but he struck out 7 times in those 2 games.
Yeah. Yeah. Brooks Lee had a 125 batting average. Logan O'Hoppe a 143 batting average. Nathaniel Lowe a 107 batting average. Like there was some guys who needed to pick it up. Bobby only hit 190 on the week, so
Yeah, and Lowe had 2 errors. One of those was on the stat correction. So yeah, not he's not any better than Christian Walker.
no, he's not. The Cy Young goes to Garrett Crochet or Luis Castillo. Which one? Probably Crochet. 7 innings, a loss, 2 homers, 8 strikeouts, a 2.57 and a 1. Sound right?
Yeah, that does. Reese Olson was actually really good with 6 shutout innings.
Okay. 6 strikeouts and a walk. Yeah. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of wins this week for Bobby. He only got 1 in relief from Jacob Junis, and he
Yeah,
lost 11 games.
that's ugly.
That causes me to open the record book. Like that.
Yeah,
That causes me to open the record book and see what the 7-day record is, because 11 losses in 7 days just feels like a lot.
and when you look at that compared to 1 win, so you're 1-11 in a week. Oh yeah, that's not fun.
Well, he got close. He got
Okay.
close. The record is 14, and it was done by Chris Levy back in 2022.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of it was the bullpen. I mean, Suarez, Tinoco, Weissert, Jansen, uh, Schreiber, like all those
Mm-hmm.
guys got lost. Kirby Yates, like a lot of that came from the bullpen.
Yeah, it was an ugly, ugly week. And the Cy Young goes to pretty much everybody else, but Eflin was really bad as well. 5 1/3, a loss, 4 bombs, 4 strikeouts, a 1350 and a 188. That's probably going to be the worst one of the week. But again, 11 losses. Yuck.
Yeah. I mean, Robert Suarez was bad with a 33.75.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby Yates had a 20.25, and now he's on the IL. Like, yeah, this was a bad week for Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah. Just shake this one off, man. And you're going to have to dig out now, because 13th is not a great place to be. But you're only 8 under.
Right.
Like it's not terrible. You can dig out of this in a week.
Yeah, and we know he's capable of what he's capable of, and he's capable of overcoming this.
Mm-hmm.
The guys in front of him are, we're all gonna fight, but like he's just as good as any of us. So yeah, there's no reason to think he can't take himself out of this.
1 week at a time. Just get a W and keep plugging away 1 week at a time. Jimmy, welcome back into the battle. You had yourself an interesting start to the season, but after 7 weeks, you're 2 games over. I think you would take that.
Yeah, yeah, yippee ki
Yippee ki indeed. Let's move on to the next matchup here. It's going to be Frank Bucco taking on Brian Lebo, and Lebo gets himself a very nice 12-7 victory this week. On Sunday, Lebo committed an error, but also flipped stolen bases and on base percentage to get the 12-7. It was 11-9 going in, 12-7 coming out. Close categories this week. Lebo wins by a stolen base, 3 losses, a save, 6 ticks on the whip, and a relief appearance. And a stat correction gave Lebo a larger lead in the whip.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like 2 or 3 ticks.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
until it gave somebody on Frank. They gave him hit allowed, which
Which
brought his
upped
up.
the whip. Gotcha. Gotcha. Frank wins by 2 doubles, a win, and 3 home runs by a pitcher. They tied in triples and errors. For Lebo on the bench this week, he went 7 for 23. That's a 304 batting average with 5 runs, a double, a triple that would have won the category, 2 RBIs, 5 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The triple comes on Saturday. It was Lourdes Gurriel on the bench with Mason Wynn over 4 at the utility spot.
Yeah, and that crazy Saturday game against the Rockies. Yeah, I think if you're have a guy who's facing Herman Marquez, you start him.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's sound advice.
Yeah.
He used 9 ads this week. Edward Berzardo on Monday got him the winning relief appearance on Sunday. So good job with that guy.
Yeah,
Alec,
that's Sardo.
yeah, Bizardo. Alec Thomas, Cole Sands got him a save. Daniel Robert is a AAA guy in the doubleheader. Did he even play?
You know what? I don't know. Did he?
I don't think so. Daniel Robert with his 2 first names.
No, he did. He pitched a third of an inning.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
Congratulations, buddy.
yeah.
James Outman, 2 for 4 with 3 runs, a homer, an RBI, a walk, and a strikeout. Kyle Isbell got him a triple. Mick Abel, 6 innings and a win with 9 strikeouts against Pittsburgh. Victor Caratini, 0 for 4 with a strikeout, and Sean Gunther did not pitch.
So James Outman was really good. He gets sent back to AAA. Mick Abel was really good. He gets sent back to AAA.
Mm-hmm. No time for the bullshit. You guys are good? Good. Go away. We don't
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Yep. The Cy Young this week is we'll give it to who? Who do we want to give it to? Suarez?
Suarez had 10 RBIs. James
Yeah.
Wood was
Yeah.
good too.
And Fernando Tatis had 3 homers. Eugenio Suarez, 286 with a 370, 5 runs, a double, 2 homers, 10 RBIs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. The least valuable hitter goes to Marcus Semien again, 136 with a 296, a run, a steal, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts, and an error. This guy's a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hitting 174 with 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. Like, there's a problem.
Yeah, there's definitely a problem with this guy, and I don't know quite what it is.
And for Suarez, only 2 strikeouts in a week is impressive for him. For a guy who, has struck out almost, 200 times each of the last 2 years, pretty much. He's at 47 now, through what, 47 games?
47 games.
1 per game.
Mm-hmm. He's on pace for 150 at least, but he's got 14 homers too, so that's a hell of a season so far.
Yeah.
The Cy Young goes to Hunter Brown. I like this kid. I really do. 8 innings, a loss, a homer, 9 strikeouts, a 1.13 and an 0.38. What a tough luck loss that is.
That was the pitcher's duel between him and Jacob deGrom, and it was like, yeah, it was your classic pitcher's duel, and between deGrom, who's deGrom, and then this kid on Hunter Brown just coming up. Like, it was so fun to watch.
Yeah, he was really, really good. You know who wasn't good? It was Sonny Gray, who apparently is falling off the wagon here. 3 2/3, 3 homers, a walk, 4 strikeouts, a 17-18, and a 245. He has been arguably as bad as Nola over the last few weeks.
Yeah, although he's pitched really good tonight, 6 innings, shutout, 10 strikeouts. So
nice
he bounced
job.
back. Yeah,
nice job. Oh, how many of those strikeouts are Torkelson? I don't know. Oh no. For Frank on his bench this week, he goes 0 for 1. None of it plays.
Good job.
Good job, dude. Good job. 10 ads this week. He added Yohan Moncada, 1 for 3 with a run, a double, an RBI, 2 walks, and a strikeout. He added Ben Lively, who left after 3 innings with forearm inflammation. That's not good. Added Jonah Heim, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Jorge Soler, Bryce Elder, 6 innings and a no decision against Washington. Waiver claimed Jake Cronenworth. That was the number 4 waiver claim. Jake Cronenworth, 2 for 4 with a double, a triple, and an RBI the day he picked him up. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, so that's how you do it.
Yeah, and now this guy's going to be part of the first base solution for him.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, between Yainer Diaz, you put him a catcher. He's carrying essentially three catchers right now with
Hmm.
Jeffers, Diaz, and Realmuto. So
Yeah.
see how he manages that.
Jeffers will be off the team tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
There's no reason to carry that guy. He added Mauricio Dubon over 3, Colby Allard, a clean 2 inning relief appearance, and Steven Cruz, who did not play, and the aforementioned Ryan Jeffers. He went 1 for 5 with a strikeout. His MVP this week goes to Jeremy Pena, despite 2 errors. That's kind of ugly, but a 391 with a 423 on base percentage, 2 runs, a double, a homer, 4 RBIs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The least valuable hitter goes to Yainer Diaz, 185 on average and on base with 2 runs, a double, a homer, an RBI, and 5 strikeouts. Gross.
yeah. Not a great week.
Not a great week at all. The Cy Young goes to Chris Sale because, of course, it does. 7 innings, a win, a bomb, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, a 1.29 and a 1. The Cy Yuck goes to Jeff Hoffman. An inning and a third, a win, a loss, a homer, 2 walks, a strikeout, 33.75 and a 450 across 2 relief appearances.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, again, just like in Ben's matchup, both these guys pitched to a sub 3 ERA,
Mm-hmm.
and just a shade over 1 WHIP. So both guys pitched very well.
Incredibly. This was a really tight matchup too. I liked watching this one go back and forth, and near the end there, I think Frank really wanted to get a little bit closer, and unfortunately, stat correction fairy and a couple of other things kind of prevented that.
You know what? It hits the best of us. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? These guys are right back in the thick of this thing. Brian's 2 under, Frank's 7 under. Nobody's out of this thing. This can be made up in a week very easily.
I would love to see this as a playoff matchup. I don't know. I can't remember if it's happened before or not, but I would love to see this as a playoff matchup. I think that'd be fun.
It hasn't happened in the playoffs, but both of these guys were Final Four members in 2020. Brian beat Jimmy Dunlap in the first round and then fell to me in the semis. Frank beat James McCloskey in the first round and Uncle Barry in the second round to get
Yeah,
to the finals against me.
that'd be a fun playoff matchup.
I think so too. I think this would be a lot of fun. Let's do it, guys. Make the playoffs. Face each other. All right, let's finish this thing up with Ari versus Adam as Adam gets a 13-7 victory over Ari this week. On Sunday, Adam flipped doubles, untied runs and strikeouts by a batter, and home runs by a pitcher. So Ari struck out too much and gave him too many homers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It
about
was
par for the course.
yeah. It was 9-8 on Saturday and ended up being 13-7 because of all that mess.
Yeah, yeah. So close categories this week. Adam wins by 2 runs, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 6 strikeouts, 2 losses, 2 home runs by a pitcher, and 6 ticks on the whip. Ari wins by 4 RBIs, an error, 6 ticks on the on base percentage, and a win. They tied in triples. For Adam on his bench this week, he goes 2 for 14. That's a 143 batting average, a double, an RBI, and 5 strikeouts. None of that plays. 8 ads this week for Adam. Brian Bayo was okay in his start against Detroit. Johan Rojas 0 for 2. Danny Coulomb off of waivers and a trip to the IL immediately afterwards. So gross.
Yeah, you know what? I had thoughts of it too because he got in a save either like the day before or just before that. So
Mhm.
like, okay, that's interesting. I thought about it, but I didn't want to put a waiver claim in for him, but I definitely was looking for him. But now he's on the IL, so bye to
So
him.
no. Bye bye. He added Eric Fetty, who was good in Philadelphia. Jake Bowers, Matt Sauer as an opener, 4 innings of 450 against the Athletics. Will Benson 1 for 4 with a homer, and Addison Barger 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The MVP this week goes to Matt Olson, who is down here. 321 with a 333 on base, 4 runs, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, a walk, 10 strikeouts, and an error. 10 strikeouts is a little ugly, but you're playing against Ari, who has a full lineup every single day.
Yeah, so that's why I also named Mendelson the least valuable hitter because like it was kind of an Ellie De La Cruz kind of week for him. It was like
Mhm.
it was the good and the bad.
Yeah.
You know the the error hurt because he lost by one.
Hmm.
Um, he
And
didn't
10
lose strikeouts,
strikeouts
so
is
that
ugly.
didn't hurt as bad, but it was a great week.
Yeah. I mean, Brent Rooker hit 130, Junior Caminero hit 143, but at the end of the day, you won the week. You won batting average. You won strikeouts. I mean, what are we going to nitpick here?
Yeah.
Not much. The Cy Young this week goes to Corbin Burns, who has been absolutely fantastic. 6 innings, a win, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts, nothing earned in an 083. On the season for Arizona, this guy has been pitching pretty damn well. A 2.56 across 45 and 2/3 innings.
And everybody was all bent out of shape because his first two starts were kind of meh. Uh, but I mean, come on, it's Corbin Burns.
Yeah, yeah. Brian Bayo is a Cy Young, 9 innings, a loss, a homer, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts, a 9, and a 256. Boston pitchers aren't doing very well lately.
No, no, they're not. They've been really, and they were talking about that on the Mets broadcast today, how bad they've been, and that was their strength last year. But
Mhm.
when we talked about how Carter Crawford's out, Bayo hasn't pitched well, like Walker Buehler's been in and out. Garrett Crochet is all there is.
Yeah, it's Garrett Crochet and not much else.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, Ari's bench, bane of my Sunday night existence. This
456 for 592.
That's a lot. It's not quite that. It's
Okay,
31 for 107,
close enough.
290 batting average. 14 runs would have won him the category. 7 doubles would have won him the category. A triple would have won him the category. 5 homers would have won him the category. 16 RBIs, 12 walks, 26 strikeouts, and an error. And
There's
he made no moves. He made no moves this week.
four categories that he he could have won. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this could have been a whole different. And this is in the first week, so like, I mean, here he is in 16th place, but
Yeah.
he could be in 10th or ninth.
Yeah. Yeah. Tuesday was an absolute disaster. Gunnar Henderson homered on the bench in a doubleheader, and Reese Hoskins was 4 for 4 on the bench with a homer. I mean, he went 12 for 28 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs just on Wednesday on the bench.
Oh my God, yeah, and like Royce Lewis didn't get a hit. Gleyber Torres didn't get a hit.
Nope.
Jonathan Aranda was 1 for 3. Story didn't get a hit. Like, yeah,
It was
yeah,
atrocious. It was
that's
atrocious.
bad.
Didn't make a single move. His MVP this week goes to Taylor Ward. 375 with a 474, 4 runs, a double, 3 homers, 6 RBIs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and an error. His least valuable hitter goes to his starting shortstop, Trevor Story, 067 with a 125, an RBI, and 7 strikeouts. Be a shame. It's a shame. He should have somebody better than that to start at shortstop.
If only
If,
he had
o-
some
if
guy.
only he had somebody like Gunnar Henderson to play shortstop.
Wait, he does.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Dylan Cease is going to be the Cy Young this week. He was very good. 6 2/3, a homer, a walk, 10 strikeouts, a 270, and an 090. And the Cy Young goes to Shane Baz again. 10 2/3, a loss, 4 homers, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, a 675, and a 169. This kid could be headed for the minors soon.
Yeah, yeah, it's not good. He's a 5.33 ERA with a 141 whip for the season. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
strikeouts are there, but he's not preventing runs. I mean,
Nope.
he what was it? 3 out of 4 starts, he had double digit ERA. Like, yeah, it's been tough.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been tough for Shane Baz. It's been tough for Ari this year. He's 31 under 500 after 7 weeks.
Yeah, I think he's the one guy we can kind of count out here.
Yeah, I think so. It would be a very miraculous feat for him to make a comeback in this league with as competitive as everyone is, and with the lack of action we see week to week from him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame. It's a real shame.
Yeah. Adam's only 9 under. With all of the bullshit that's gone on with him, like he's only 9 under. He missed,
Yeah.
he drafted from an Islanders seat in the USB. I think it's called USB Arena, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. I mean, he's right there. Like, again, there's this glob between, like 7 and 14 where it's real close. Like everybody's within a game of each other. So no one, I say Ari's out of it, but nobody's really out of it yet.
No, no, Ari's not out of it, but we would need to see something that we are just currently not seeing from him. We would need
Right.
to see more activity.
Yeah.
We need to see a change in strategy, and I don't think that's happening with him.
No. But Adam,
Everybody else,
yeah,
the other 15 managers are separated by 20 games.
right. Right. And oh my God, we're already in, week 7, but we're only in week 7. Like there's still plenty of season left.
Mm-hmm.
So there's still time for anybody to dig out of this.
Absolutely. Jason, this has been a fantastic week. Everyone has finished their first 7 weeks. These are the 7 matchups that you will repeat at the end of the year come playoff time. So, however well you did in the first 7 weeks, is that indicative of how it's going to go in September? I don't know. I certainly hope so because I finished 20 games over.
Yeah, but you know what? Law of averages say not necessarily, so we'll see.
That's true. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for being here with me, my friend.
Absolutely, always a pleasure. Guys, keep it rolling. I'm loving the competition.
This is a hell of a competitive season. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for being here and watching and listening. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Rate us on Spotify if you can. That would be awesome. And go ahead and subscribe and follow if you're not already. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, guys, it's been real, it's been fun, and it is always real fun in the bigs. We'll see you next time.